Viewer discretion is advised.
I'm Donna Dugan. A new face you will see on both Capricinella and Capricinella, the movie, along with my cat, Jackson, tonight on Capricinella. We are concluding a 4-part episode on a very important subject: dating and relationships, especially that of a woman and transgender woman. You know them as Brianna and Ava. I strongly urge families, children 14 and over, parents, grandparents, and legal guardians to watch this episode together. If you're under 14, please watch this on your 14th birthday. Some of the material in this episode may be disturbing to the young and sensitive viewers. Thank you for your understanding.
Who is it? Oh. Best job I know how, and I don't need this today. Just did not need that today. Yeah. I knew my limits, and that was it right there. I had it. On one hand, I can confirm that it is good news for Gulfview Apartments. But the bad news is the same apartment complex's maintenance really, in a way, caught me off guard because I've been doing a lot of work at Ivy Tech, and as well as on Capri Sinella, and in my job over as an overall career as a broadcast journalist, film and TV producer, and director, as well as overseeing overall operations of my job, which is Averinson Holdings. And maintenance at Gulfview Apartments just did not like the way I did the housekeeping. And the reason why I didn't do as much housekeeping as I could have was because I had finally told Dr. Patch everything that happened, and as well as my own daughter-in-law, Jenna Zinn. Now, as you remember, Jenna was married to my transgender daughter, Tiffany, and just last month she became not only an MD, but also a DVM. And what this means is that my daughter-in-law is officially a medical doctor and a veterinarian. And Dr. Patch and I reviewed the letter that my daughter-in-law wrote, and I am going to go with my gut instinct on this because this is a perceived conflict of interest. Like I said, I'm going to go with my gut on this one. And Just flat out say it. Although I am not officially diagnosed with type 2 diabetes by Dr. Patch, I am going to go with what my daughter-in-law, Jenna, or should I say, Dr. Jenna Zinn, is saying. So I'm going to believe both Dr. Patch and both my daughter-in-law. But it is official. I am pretty much on my way to type 2 diabetes.
Please wait, it may take me a moment to answer.
I got that one back in the dark blue 2008 Chevy Suburban cars out of Fort Wayne. Someone would call it dark blue. That's probably a Chevy Suburban. Probably it's the same one.
Who is it?
Animal control.
What is it?
Animal control, we received a sanitation complaint.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Okay, well, I'm here to discuss it with you and to see if I find it valid.
I just got home and I will discuss it in a few moments. I'm going to be on my way in a few minutes. I'll see you then.
Okay.
insurance.
I'm sorry?
I'm believing it was from maintenance at Gulfview.
Okay.
And, yeah. Ella, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be alright, Ella. It's gonna be alright. I'm here. Yeah. Yeah. Maintenance just criticized me because of my housekeeping skills. And, yeah, and after I moved here, I've been having back pain issues. And, I've been doing the best job I know how with the pain I'm experiencing, and, yeah. Yeah. Because this is my first available opportunity. Now get back, Ella. Okay. Yeah. Just beware of the cat and dog, though.
That's the best part of my job.
Yeah.
Getting to visit all the new critters.
Yeah. 5 minutes ago when
Yeah.
And just spoke to you via the Ring doorbell.
Yeah, those are nice. All right, I'll run out and get that. Anything else you want from us? Do you want me to put the call number on it so you can reference it if you need to?
Yes, that would be helpful.
I'll put the call number on it. I'm going to put that we spoke, that I was able to come in and observe the litter boxes in the apartment, and there was no...
Yeah, you might want to tell that to Tara Fike on Monday,
Who's that?
the property manager here.
Oh, the people who called in refused to give their information, so it just says CP refused, and we don't have... I don't know if it was maintenance or if it was somebody else, but it just says caller refused as far as the complaint party.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure I know who it is.
But if I give you that activity number, if you ever have any questions or concerns, you can call in and give us that number.
Yeah.
If you want to request a copy of the reports, you can do so, but you have to do it in person at Animal Control.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to keep it for your records or what. It sounds like you.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it for my records.
It sounds like you've been having some trouble. So you want to have this stuff in order.
Yeah, because especially after I moved here from Black Pine Flats.
And how long have you been here?
Since November 1st, 2022.
Okay, so not too long.
Yeah, and as long as I've been in that apartment, I have been going through a living hell.
Being here? Or the other one?
Here, because I was mistakenly put in the second floor apartment and I've been pre-diabetic for a few years now and had a major back spasm, and thank goodness I went to my new family doctor yesterday, as well as this has been probably one of my worst weekends I've had in quite a long time. Not since April 18th, 1996. Or even September 27th, 2001. And on Friday, the 24th of February, maintenance at Gulfview had the nerve to and audacity to criticize me for my housekeeping.
It's good, but not great.
Now you look at this, and you tell me,
It's okay, if not fair.
well, it may not be the best,
It does look clean.
but you look at this right now, and you tell me that is not clean.
I like it.
And if you do, say it. And if you say it's really, really acceptable, that's good. Because I am doing the best job that I know how. And if people don't like it, well, guess what? You've got a problem, bitch.
Yeah, Ava. Please.
Whoa. Ava is rarely like that. It's an uncommon occurrence, if not rare.
Holy I've never seen Ava this angry with someone since I've met her at the Indiana State Fair 10 years ago.
My mom has seen Ava like this, Carly and Rachel. Not since April 18th, 1996.
Because I tell you, if people don't like the way I do things, or criticize my house, or people want to criticize my housekeeping skills, that's their problem.
Yeah.
And if they've got that big of an issue with it, I've got something to show them.
Ava. Please.
I agree, Ava.
Yeah.
Not fair.
I cannot wait for that lesbian makeup sex.
Because let me tell you something. Ever since I've moved to Gulfview Apartments, I have been in extreme pain from the neck down. And just when I was starting to recover on Friday, the maintenance guy, who I blurred, had nerve to say, this is unacceptable housekeeping. And the Lord knows I'm doing the best job I know how. Given the fact I've been in a lot of pain for nearly 4 months. And they're threatening my life? No one criticizes me of my housekeeping, gets away with it. Worse, Saturday, which was yesterday, the 25th of February, and this is really, oh, you do not want to know. Oh, you do not want to know.
This is good, Ava. You're letting off some steam.
And yesterday, when I just got back here from Sam's Club, here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and someone had the f***ing audacity to complain to them that I'm a bad pet parent. And you know what? I had a good talking to with the Fort Wayne Animal Care and Control. And let me tell you, it turned out to be a false report. And let me tell people something. Anybody who lies to me, expect a pair of pants, at least if you're a man or a transgendered guy, to get a pair of pants burned. And if you're a woman or a transgender female, you have a choice between a bra or a pair of pants to be burned. And I hope that teaches people a lesson never to lie to me.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I like it.
Yeah.
I agree, Ava.
Now, my bedroom may be the worst place, but that does not give anyone any right
Ava. Please.
to criticize the way I do my housekeeping. And that does not give any right to say my housekeeping is bad. Sure, I may have been in a load of pain. And now starting a recovery. And I'm lucky to have a daughter-in-law named Jenna, who happened to be married to my transgender daughter, Tiffany. Before she passed from liver and kidney failure, that also took my eldest daughter, Samantha, as well as my own mother. And my mother died on May 10th, 2002. You want to know what that was? Diabetes. 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 And I was just diagnosed with diabetes. Not from Dr. Amanda Patch, but from my own daughter-in-law. And yes, before anybody asks, my daughter-in-law is officially not only an MD, but a DVM. And now, God, I just feel my blood sugar going up really bad.
Come on, Ava. We're going to Belmont Beverage.
I am sorry. I don't like going off on people like that. Come on, Rachel.
Let's get some beer and some great drinks.
I am so sorry you had to hear that. I'm so sorry people had to hear that.
Not worth it, Ava.
I just can't take this anymore.
Not worth it, Ava.
I'm sorry. I just can't take this.
Not worth it, Ava.
You know, my good friend Rachel Passolt and I are just going for a walk. Likely to f***ing Belmont Beverage. Let me see if I have my ID with me and I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah. them.
Not worth it, Ava.
Absolutely that.
Not worth it, Ava.
I just can't take it anymore. I told a leasing agent when she called about the pest control BS, and I told her, I just can't take it anymore.
Not worth it, Ava.
Them.
Not worth it, Ava.
Absolutely them.
Not worth it, Ava.
If it were up to me, I would literally have to kick someone's ass hard enough to put them in the emergency room of Parkview or Lutheran Health.
I don't blame you one bit, Ava.
And if I have to go to jail, or should I say have to spend some time in a Allen County slammer, I'll do it. Because I am defending my home, I'm defending my family, I am defending my friends that visit me, I am defending what is in my best interest. And I'm sorry, I really am losing it here today. Because this either does not belong at Gulfview or I don't. And I'm pretty sure what I'm being dealt absolutely does not belong at Gulfview Apartments. And I'm very clear about that.
Walking away from that type of situation has to be your best coping skill.
Thank you, Rachel. I tell you, none of this would have happened if I was on the ground floor when I moved here. And now, I have proof that I'm f***ing disabled. Or should I say, semi-crippled? It's more like it. It may have taken at least 2 lease violations, by a third, and 2 medical doctors to get this settled and taken care of. But the question now is gonna be is, if this is the way I'm gonna be treated with disrespect, and not because it's not because I'm just a transgender female, not because I'm now semi-crippled, not because I have type 2 diabetes, and not because I have a good career as a film, TV producer and director, and a broadcast journalist, or MMJ as people say. You tell me. You tell me.
Just not worth it at all.
You tell me.
If people don't like the way you clean, I'd say, go yourself.
Given what extremes I had to go through to get what I absolutely need. And I tell you, if you were in my position, I think you would have done the same thing that I've went through.
I say,
Wouldn't ya?
Ava, you had to take legal action by filing a complaint with the Fort Wayne Metropolitan Human Rights Commission, and your apartment complex basically admitted their wrongdoing by erroneously putting you on the second floor. I'm sure that maintenance head didn't have a clue about your circumstances.
I'm so sorry you had to hear that, Rachel. I mean, I have never. It is kind of rare. Sometimes I go off on people. Especially these idiots. Who think they know what they're doing when they really don't. And, sure, I might have lost my cool, and
That was rare of you having to go off on someone.
at least giving them a reprimand on my behalf. But sometimes that's necessary. And that rarely happens. At least on me. Especially the fact that Brianna and I have something really good going on. And in fact, something I hadn't felt in over 30 years.
In a way, Ava, I would agree, but not in the same context. Yet basically what does work for you might not work for myself or Kendra Ray, or even much less my own father.
But this is one of those times when the tenants are in the right, and unfortunately the landlord is effectively in the wrong. I mean, if I had and thank God, if maintenance does not like the way I do things, as far as housekeeping goes, that's their problem. But that does not give anyone the right to criticize me harshly. If they're in my shoes, they would know what the I'm talking about. And if I have high blood sugar because of this, that's fine with me. Because at this point, I had been prepared for that diabetes diagnosis for almost 30 years. I know what it's like. Seeing my mom go through that kind of pain as an 11-year-old boy, and now going through it myself as a 40-year-old transgender female. And I can tell you, my mom will be turning over in her grave, as well as my late brother is, if he hasn't already. Yeah. Whew. I tell you, I sure I'm glad I stopped by today.
Yet smoking, vaping, and drinking may sound like a good coping skill of yours,
Yeah.
yet I know it is a negative coping skill, and you know it too.
You know, I tell you, I'm really glad Indiana became the 50th state to allow Sunday alcohol sales 5 years ago. In fact, it was around this time 5 years ago I bought a Miller High Life. Oh, damn it. I wanted to release this pain from being numbed. I'm having 2 beers and a really huge shot of vodka. Quite frankly, oh man, Rachel, I think I might have lost it today.
I just know in my gut that something bad is going to happen this week, if not today.
And I might have finally snapped. Yeah, because you can tell I am... You know, this is me without makeup, Rachel. It really is. And especially when I'm drunk.
You haven't been yourself the last few months. That injury really did change you.
Been pretty much high on CBD oil. Or should I say, pretty much sky high. So, Rachel and I just got out of Belmont Beverage on St. Joe Center Road and St. Joe Road. Heading back to my place. And that's just kind of rare that I go to a liquor store on Sunday. And that does not happen very often.
Got some Shishi's Long Island iced tea at Ava's Drunk. I convinced Ava to try some of that Long Island iced tea. It is delicious.
And I did end up getting not only the Miller Lite beer that I'm used to drinking, but also got a brand that I'm familiar with. And quite frankly, it's from Chi-Chi's. Now, I remember Chi-Chi's selling Long Island iced tea to the adults, 21 and over. And another really good restaurant I enjoyed going to with my first girlfriend Amanda was Chi-Chi's in Marion. And let me tell you, they were the best. Such a shame that outbreak did a load of damage. That closed every restaurant in the chain back in the day. I am drunk. And the salespeople at Copper Canyon and Belmont Beverage didn't notice that.
I'm telling you, Ava, something bad is going to happen to you this week.
Well, this ain't the first time. I went to the Walmart in Marion while I was drunk and no one there even noticed.
Want more Caprice and Ella? Subscribe to our channel and get notified of new videos. Also visit capriceandella.avazin.com for updates and watch full episodes now in 4K ultra high definition.